It's like really foggy today. Is that what's going on? I keep thinking, are my eyes blurry or is the lens on the phone smudged? It's not. It's completely clean. It's just really foggy out here today. I'm in Tennessee, by the way. And yeah, so I got the haircut. People have noticed. They said I look nice. And it's funny because that's all I need. You know, I just want to be able to get a haircut and look nice. And you know, it doesn't matter that my hairline's not perfect. It doesn't matter to me if I have the hairline of someone who's, you know, 25 years older than me, which, you know, I don't know. I'm just trying to think of somebody off the top of my head. What about like Tim Allen, you know? I think his hairline might be kind of like mine, and he's, you know, he's got to be in his 60s by now, right? Or even James Hetfield of Metallica. He's, I think, 53, so he's not quite 20 years older than me, but he's kind of in this status as well, but without any thinning. But it's just funny because I'm like, okay, I'm a 36-year-old who has the hairline of someone in their 50s or 60s, if they're lucky, is the way I see it. Now, let's talk about something I was reading about in the comments this weekend about the concept, the laughable concept, or is it laughable? Beard transplant. What if in some alternate universe version of reality that instead of men worrying about losing their hair on top of their head, they were actually more worried, more concerned about not being able to grow a beard? Imagine that. And of course, because we, as I've said many times, look at Asian men. Typically, they keep their hair on their head longer, but they have a harder time growing a beard or thick body hair to begin with, but especially beards. So what if you valued a beard so much that that's all you cared about, and you actually ended up getting a beard transplant just because you saw that as such as a sign of handsomeness and attractiveness and masculinity, which it is all those things. But what if men valued it so much they got beard transplants? And at first you're like, that's hilarious, that's so stupid. But is it? Is it? Compared to the concept of the obsession of hair loss. I'm just so convinced that, like, especially the women, they don't see hair loss the same as us. It's like they expect us to be hairy and to lose our hair. It's like, even when I was getting my hair cut this weekend, I said, you know, I want to do the best I can with the hair I've got. I want to see how short I can get it without it just being obvious. And I was like, you know, I accept, you know, my hair's not what it was 10 years ago, because I got this haircut based on what I had literally a decade ago. And the girl, you know, she's probably, I don't know, 26, about a decade younger than me. And she said, yeah, you know, men lose their hair. That's just a fact of life. And like, to me, that's, I think, really how most women honestly think. I think insecure guys about hair loss try to tell themselves that women just say that because they don't want to seem vain. I think that's what insecure guys say. But I think confident men realize that truly women don't make a deal out of it. And really, it's not so crazy to think about a world where men wanted to get a beard transplant because they couldn't grow a beard. Who cares about the hair on top as long as they could have a beard? That's handsome and it's masculine. So, you can think it's funny, but it's really not. It's not that crazy of a concept to compare a beard transplant to a hair transplant. And I get it that more men, or actually that less men lose their hair. I mean, I understand worldwide that it's something more predominant in men of European descent. But in the culture of mainly where Europeans are descent people are so populated anyway, the women who marry them expect that anyway. So, I guess really we could close with the question, is the concept of a beard transplant really that crazy, really so funny when you compare it to a hair transplant? When so many men, especially of European descent, lose their hair anyway and grow facial hair. That's masculine. It's handsome, it's attractive. Women expect it anyway. So imagine the guy that has maybe a full head of hair, but all he really wants is just to be able to grow a beard. So he gets a beard transplant. No, I guess that would raise a question of where would these hairs be coming from, because it's pubic hair that's growing on your face. So I'll let you figure that one out. Maybe that's the funniest part about this whole thing, huh?